Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yeah, we do.
So this is RWBY Volume 8, Episode 4. You can get early ad-free access on Patreon for these reactions, and the link for that is in the description of this video. I like how it Yang's little photo. It's like her and Zwei. Miss that dog.
Me too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna check in on Winter and Weiss's family.
Or at least Winter, since they talked about her being in critical condition in the last one.
I mean, we saw she was at least awake and everything like that, enough to see Ironwood gun down somebody.
Yeah, but that's just it. She's in his care, so how is she reacting to everything going on? So I wouldn't consider her safe if she defected from him.
Yeah, oh, definitely not.
You should have seen the look on Joanna's face. I don't think she'd ever lost a fight before that. At least, not fair and square.
And nobody's listening to you.
Tough crowd tonight. Guess Ironwood should have paid for better cell block entertainment. And he smiles. Did I win?
Hey, it's your game. I don't make the rules.
I'm sorry for what happened. It wasn't your fault.
It was, though. I made a deal with the darkness, and he paid the price. It was all happening so fast, but Clover wouldn't let up. Could have worked together against Tyrion if Clover just... But the thing that really stings, for the first time in a while, I thought, maybe I could be around somebody, anybody, without my semblance making it complicated. And now, it just feels like a childish dream. Gone, like everybody else.
Believe it or not,
Ready to bring the room down.
I know a little of what that's like. When people are worried you're gonna sniff out their secrets, they tend to push you away. It makes a real connection difficult.
I never thought of it that way.
You don't get to keep that.
I didn't kill him.
You keep saying that. But it was your weapon covered in his blood.
If you really want to know what happened, Mohawk, why not open the cell and take my hand?
If I open the cell, it won't be to shake hands.
Yeah, because you don't care about the truth.
Yep.
You just want someone to be mad at.
Yep.
Easier than taking an honest look at what side you're on.
Air, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, that was almost exciting.
It's going to lose us in these mountains. We can't keep up.
Especially since yours is breaking down.
I don't know how much longer these bikes can stand the cold.
I'm really wishing one of us could fly right now.
Wait, hold on. Ren, going to get you up there.
Nice!
Oh, that's not gonna be a fun ride for him. Oh, geez, John.
Okay, not as nice.
He's slowing him down. Hold on, Ren! I don't have much of a choice!
Good thinking.
Yeah. Ren's having a rough go at it. Oh, this reminds me of a video game that we played. We had to go up these things.
Mario Kart?
That's not Mario Kart. I think it was like Battlefront or something like that.
Oh, what in the actual...
Did it just call for backup?
Yep. Oh shit.
Oh. Nice.
Clever. Yep. Not out of the woods yet. Ooh, shit. Yeah, run! Oh, shit! Ooh. Clutch move.
Very clutch.
I mean, they didn't save Oscar, but...
Oh, you've picked a fine time to...
Not another word. We're coming in.
Things are already bad enough after what you did to Father. Now you want us to harbor fugitives too?
He did it to
Our
himself.
family has a reputation.
That's what you're worried about? Your reputation?
I'm just saying that we've already lost all the house staff. And Mother locked herself in her room.
Maybe you haven't figured out what's going on, Whitley, but we're busy trying to save Atlas. Look, our friend is hurt. We just need a place to lay low while she rests, and then we'll be out of your way.
Fine. What do you expect me to do then?
Stay out of her way.
Go to your room. This way.
Ruby,
I hope everyone's doing all right.
if you're worried about Yang, you could always try calling her.
Well, that's the thing. I did.
I repeat, if anybody can hear me. We need transport back to Mantle.
We need to get out of this weather before the cold drops our ores completely. How much farther to the outpost? Ren, how much?
I don't know.
Do you know how long you're gonna be a moody little
I
bitch
thought
for?
you said you saw it when you were up in the air.
I did. Before I had to cut myself loose to help you guys.
Yeah, you've brought that up a couple times now. Something you need to say?
Not really. Wouldn't want to waste any more time.
Hey, what is your deal?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm sorry things aren't going smoothly enough for you.
Guys,
They're not going smoothly at all.
I hate to break it to you, but that's part of being a huntsman.
Are you kidding? We don't know the first thing about being huntsmen. We clearly weren't ready.
guys, stop it.
Were we not ready when we saved Haven? When we took down a Leviathan? We got the lamp to Atlas.
And then we lost it. And after that, when we had to make real decisions, we got every single one wrong.
I'm not going to pretend like we did everything perfectly. But if we'd done nothing, things would be even worse than they are now.
How could they possibly be worse? We are stuck out here while Salem has the lamp and Oscar. We've got no plan, no army.
We've got the Maiden.
And by keeping her from opening the vault for Ironwood, we're just trapping the whole city for Salem.
People are going to die because of us.
So what, we should just give Ironwood what he wants? Abandon Mantle? You think Atlas is still gonna be able to float to safety now that she's here?
I don't know, but these aren't the kinds of decisions we should be making because we have no idea what we're doing.
Okay, both of you, cut it out.
I'm just saying what nobody else wants to. We're in way over our heads. Ruby is barely more than a kid. I'm just an orphan from the middle of nowhere.
Ren,
You cheated your way into Beacon.
Low bloated.
You don't think we should be huntsmen? Fine. But I'm getting out of the cult. Still got a job to do.
Seriously, is your goal just to push everyone away?
Oscar, don't panic. We're going to be okay.
What?
My long-lost Ozma. Found at last. So small, this new host of yours. It's a wonder my hound didn't break you. It's been how many years since we saw each other like this, face to face? And nothing to say?
I'm sorry the reunion isn't living up to your expectations.
You can pretend, boy. But you're not fully him. Not yet, at least. Well, perhaps you and I can have a better working relationship. Oscar, was it? The beacon relic. My forces have been unable to locate the relic beneath the school. If I know my Ozma, he has used some means of deception to hide its location differently than the others. I need to know where it is.
That's not something I know about.
Of course. You would keep that one guarded as long as possible. How about something easier then? The password for the lamp.
The lamp is all out of questions.
The password is password. Oh, do not lie to Salem.
Lies come out of you so easily.
You really are.
Like-minded souls, indeed.
Like what?
One of you is going to tell me what you know.
Something
I don't
souls,
much
but I
care if it
didn't
is
hear it.
you or Ozma. Either way, I'll finally have the... Lies come out of you so easily. Like-minded souls, indeed.
Like-minded souls, indeed.
One of you is going to tell me what you know. I don't much care if it is you or Ozma. Either way, I'll finally have the relic.
I won't tell you anything.
Hazel? Wait.
Oof.
That was for Haven Academy.
Poor Oscar.
Everything that follows will be from our sister.
Your Grace, What is that?
An experiment. So far, I am pleased with the results. Did you need something, Cinder?
Yes, I want to search for the Winter Maiden. I think...
Do you hear that, my pet? She thinks. She wants. As if she's done something that warrants me caring about either of those things.
Oh, nice.
You're just sitting and waiting. Without the Maiden power, the Vault means nothing. Let me claim it for you.
I will tell you when and where you are needed.
But Your Grace...
I'd like to think I have shown a great deal of patience over my many years walking Remnant, but I do hate repeating myself. You will remain here. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, of course. Without you, I am nothing.
Yeah, there it is. It's like you
I
are
know what
pathetic.
she said. I just want to check on something. We'll be back before anyone realizes. I want to see if anything is still going on at Amity Coliseum. Salem doesn't know those children like I do. They wouldn't just abandon their misguided attempt to save the world.
If she doesn't want to, I'll... I've been working on my semblance. I can help. I won't tell anybody.
I promise, Mom.
How much did you overhear?
You're right, Ren. I did cheat my way into Beacon. And I'm glad I had people around me to help me see that I was bigger than that mistake. You've got people around you too. You don't have to force yourself to be strong. The more you hide from what you're feeling, the more alone you're going to feel.
Well said, John.
Trust me.
I'm gonna go be cold.
If anyone cares, I found a part to fix the bike. So, yay! Good news. For what it's worth, I'm sorry he said that to you. I know you've had to work hard to get here, Jean.
We're all under a lot of stress right now. I used to push people away too.
Do you think she thinks less of me? For not helping out with Amity?
Ruby is your sister. She's always going to love you, even if you disagree with each other.
Yeah. Ruby.
I need to get some sleep, but I can't stop thinking about Oscar.
Go on. I'll make sure Ren doesn't brood himself to death out in the cold.
Thanks. I just have a bad feeling. Things always seem to get worse before they get better.
Cue the worst thing. Okay. You know, I really liked Cinder in the beginning, and then it's been kind of a roller coaster ride with her. But I do so enjoy Salem putting her Cinder in her place.
Yeah, I think one aspect of her character that I think they probably held consistent, but that I didn't pick up on earlier, was that she really ties her own personal value and self-worth to the praise of the highest authority figure in the space that she's in. You know, because she was like the second in command to what's his face, Top Hat.
God,
You know who I'm talking about,
yeah,
though.
yeah. Neil's got his hat, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm forgetting it. Torchwick.
Yes. So she was like second in command to him, and she wielded so much power because his authority kind of granted it to her and their little posse, and then she went from that to now Cinder, but
Salem.
I'm sorry, Salem. I always do that.
I know.
To Salem, and the difference is that Salem couldn't care less.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Salem will only empower Cinder when it is strategically a good move for her to do so.
Yep.
But otherwise, she doesn't care about Cinder at all. And unfortunately, Cinder ties self-worth and personal value to the opinions of the highest authority figure. So when it's very clear that they don't care, she just becomes so pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so small and so feeble and so pathetic because she's got nothing else outside of the praise of an authority figure.
Outside of maybe, was it season 4 that we really got a lot of Ren's backstory on? I haven't really connected too much with Ren. He hasn't necessarily been like one of my favorite characters. So it's just like, I don't know. It's tough to care about his broodiness. Like, he's just kind of been like, I like him because I really like Nora, and Nora likes him. So transitive property, I like Ren, and I don't want anything bad to happen to him because I want Nora to have a happy ending. But like at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, you could do better, Nora.
Yeah, what is Ren's deal? He's always been sort of like this strong and silent type, and okay. Like, there is that sort of opposites attract thing with Nora then, because Nora is like fun and silly and she can be loud when she wants to. And so like you buy into that, and we might not see what Nora sees, but the fact that she sees something in him just speaks so highly of him. Well, now we're in this moment, and I really wish Yang had actually, like, I don't know, maybe bitch slapped him a little bit across the face to just get some sense into him, because Jean is being so thoughtful and so nice, and usually I'm all the like positive reinforcement person where I'm like, yeah, if you just, hurt people hurt, he's obviously hurting. If you just like love him enough, then he'll come around. Well, he's not. He's actively going out to sit in the freaking snow because he can't be human enough to be around them right now. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Let him stay out there. Like, I don't care.
I'm sure, like, it's just he's beating himself up because he blames himself for the relic getting stolen because he fell for the whole, like, Neapolitan turning into Nora and psyching him out there. And I don't know, maybe, like, in that sense, he's thinking, I don't know. I mean, when he's saying, like, we haven't made the right decisions and nothing was done wrong, like, it seemed like he was just, like, beating himself up, but he didn't want to just single himself out and wanted to beat up, like, the collective as well, and, like, saying that he wasn't ready. And also kind of, like, attachments make you weak and make you vulnerable. And so, like, his attachment to Nora and everything is one of the reasons that they got the hands on the relic, is because it was able to be used against him. I don't know. Those are the only things that, like, I can kind of, like, think of as far as, like, what's going on in his brain right now.
I think you're probably right in him beating himself up. I also think there's, like, the way that it struck me was differently. So part of me is going like, oh, you're giving him more credit than he deserves. But at the same time, I also think you're probably right that is where it's coming from. The way I heard it was because he wasn't taking responsibility for what maybe his role was.
Yeah.
I heard the collective, we have screwed up and we've made every wrong decision. It's kind of a passive-aggressive blame game on everybody else but him. And so I was like, wow, that is ballsy, dude, to be standing there going like, well, we've done everything wrong, with this kind of superior attitude of somehow you know better or did know better at any point. Like, it just struck me as very, very finger pointy, as opposed to any kind of personal responsibility within that.
It's easier to point the finger, right, than take responsibility. And so I think that's like kind of like a defense mechanism there. And it's easier to say that we all screwed up instead of saying that, like, I screwed up. Yang's a little bit there about, I assume it's Blake that she was talking about, as far as if she's mad at her for making the decision. that was I like that they added that like in there a little bit. Oh yeah, right, Ruby.
Yeah, that was definitely a good moment there. And because like there's been a lot with them where we've kind of like obviously been picking up on the relationship vibes between them. But at the same time, it always has been more on the subtle side, I think, than any other relationship that we've seen formed. It's much more hugging the line of close friends versus something romantic. So like I like that they put this in because this more reaffirmed the like, no, we are going for romance. It's just two people who really don't know how to broach that topic.
Yeah.
And so like it's more comfortable to hug the line of are we friends or are we more than to like take that step and be like, well, I want to be more. That's the ballsy move, is to do that. But that's also the most vulnerable spot to be in because they don't feel the same way.
Out there, yeah.
Like you're out in the desert by yourself now.
Or out in the cold.
Or out in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was covered before and I've just forgotten it, but like, how are the Grimm created again? Because like her hound that she has now, that's ginormous, she referenced like, oh, this is just something I experimented with. So my brain goes to like, well, if you're experimenting with this, like, what else are you cooking up in your laboratory?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, she's the one that I guess like is making all the Grimm.
Right, but like how?
Part of like when like you have to go back to her actual like origin story and how that all happened. I think that's just like part of her like dark magic power.
Because I mean, like my brain goes to, well, she's creating like saber-toothed tigers and dragons. Like, can she literally whip up anything? Or does it have to have some basis in this world of like a living creature of some kind that gets kind of corrupted? Like basically because of that allusion to this is an experiment, my brain is something like, well, what else? What else are you experimenting with?
It has to be an animal, and it has to either be based on an animal that actually like has existed before or from like a TV show or movie that she's watched. Okay. That's why she was able to do like the Godzilla one and the dragon.
She clearly watched, you know, House of Dragons.
Yeah. And Godzilla versus Kong and everything. Yeah. So that's
she's got a Max subscription.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the dog that she created was the one that was like jaws on paws. Like so the killer dog. That's what she she's a big movie buff.
Got it. This is what Salem does in her spare time.
Yep, pretty much. That's why she was going. She's like, stop bothering me, Cinder. You know, like I'm going for a movie night with my dog.
Yep.
So, piss off.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
I found something I can relate to Salem on.
Okay. Yes. Good.
Exactly.
All right. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, you can get right now on Patreon. You can get a month ahead. So go check that out. Link is in the description of this video. Yeah. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction to RWBY. Just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.